Hi. So I recently got back into scripting for Amnesia the Dark Descent, and one of the things that's really annoying me is the fact that the game uses AngelScript for scripting the levels. AngelScript isn't bad per se, but it's missing some things that makes life of a programmer or a scripter easier. For instance, if I have two maps, I've made this test story for this video. If I have two maps, like in this case I've just called them first and second, I also have a first and second script. So if I open the script for the first map, this is a very short script that doesn't do much, but it's just an example. Then if I create a system like a weather system, which I've done for one of my stories, write it like this, but then if I decide to use this system in another map or in all my maps, then I have to copy this snippet and then go into all my other scripts and paste them in, and this causes some problems because if I decide to change parts of this system, then I would have to copy and paste it into all those scripts again to reflect the changes. So that's a real mess, really bothersome, especially if you have a lot of scripts. So to remedy this, I created a small tool. Let me just cut this out and save. Actually, let me just paste it there. Okay, so with my tool you have to do it a bit differently, but basically you take all your scripts, only your scripts, and you go into the root of your custom story and then create a folder called scripts, and inside that folder you create the same structure as you have in the maps folder. So that would be ch01, and then you put your script files there. So this is my maps folder and this is my scripts folder. The game doesn't care about the scripts folder, so when you release your custom story you can just remove that. My tool, to make it easier for me to remove it with the game if I decide to uninstall it, I've just placed it in the game folder under a folder called script_compiler, but it doesn't matter where you place it, it will automatically find your game. So launch the tool, and let me just go back into my test story and scripts folder and ch01. So when it launches, it will ask you for a custom story to monitor. So here you just select the story that you're currently working on, and that's it. Then the tool will be running in the system tray. So now if you go into a script file and you change it, notice that there's no scripts in the maps folder. You change this file and then save. The tool will automatically recognize the change, and it will copy the scripts to the maps folder. Now this may not seem that useful, but here's where it becomes useful. Say that you have a system like the weather system I develop, then instead of putting that inside every script, you just make a new file with the extension inc.inc, and then in your scripts, let me just close this file. In your scripts you just type like you would normally do with a normal preprocessor. You just type include and then the name of the file, whether it inc, and then this is the script folder and this is the map folder, and when you hit save, the tool will recognize that again and it will copy the scripts to this folder, and then it will pass it and look for directives like the include directive, and then it will automatically include all the include files. So as you can see, it's included the weather.inc file. So now I can just take this include weather.inc and put that into all my scripts, and that snippet will automatically be pasted into all my scripts. I mean, it's as easy as it is before when you just script in the maps folder, but here you can just include files, and of course you can include multiple files or the same files, etc. And they will automatically be pasted into those files as many times as you choose. The tool doesn't look for scripting errors. It only looks for these pre-processor directives. However, it will provide feedback if you make an error, or if you try to, for example, include a file that doesn't exist. Like if I type weather, then save, you'll get an error. Or if you type and include a directive that doesn't exist, or that is known to my tool, then we'll also notify you of that. I do plan on having a few more directives, like define. It's not like a real preprocessor, but it certainly speeds up development when you can do it this way. And as you can see, if I want to change this weather system as opposed to before, I just have to change the include file. Wrong language, syntax highlighting. And I can just change it. I could say set player health. This is probably not a very good script, but anyway. And then save. It'll notice the change and then automatically reflect the changes in all these script files that include this include file. So anyway, this has proven really useful for me. So I've released the tools on Frictional Games, on the Frictional Games Amnesia forums. There will be a link in the description if you didn't come from there. Yeah, see you later, and I hope you will find this tool useful. Bye.